heading to El Papayo to work in our water project there today, and as you can see, the team is extremely excited to be going. Listen to that enthusiasm. So this is the team. We are waiting at the point in which we have had to get off the bus. There's Edras. Hola, Edras. So the bus can go no farther. This road over here is for 4x4s, motorcycles, and feet only. And so our truck has taken our volunteer team here from Guatemala down to the community, and it will return for our mission team shortly. We'll all hop in the back of El Burro and head to El Papayo. This is us walking to El Papayo until our truck comes to pick us up. So we're now getting on El Burro to get to the final leg of getting into El Papayo. It's probably about a 10-minute walk from here, but we'll get there in the truck in about 3 or 4 minutes. Hi, I'm Trey Williams, the Executive Director of Ancora Ministries, and we're right outside of the community of El Papayo in Guatemala. This is the location of our most ambitious project yet. We are working on a water project to get water to the houses in the community. Behind me is the pump house for the pump that's going to take the water up to the tank that we'll see later. But there's a well here. And even though this land is a part of the community of El Papayo, the water and the pump belong to the next community over. So part of our process has been to secure an agreement, a legal agreement with the next community over, so that El Papayo is going to pay to have water pumped X number of hours per day up to a water tank that we are currently constructing. But this is where it all starts. This pump is strong enough to get the water up there, but having an agreement in place so that they can get water for as long as they need water from the other community was really one of the first steps that we had to take to get this project going.
Is the laundry?
Yeah. So this is the spring where the community will get their water once we get our water project finished.
So they can carry it all the way up?
Yeah, actually that's where they get their water now, but pumping it up will be better than carrying it up.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the school in El Papayo. Some members of the community here to receive our group as we begin our day. Here in the village of El Papayo, I'm here with Nubia, who is the director of the school, and she is our main point of contact for this community. She's really a superhero for what happens in this community. Estoy explicando que usted es una heroína de todo lo que hace por la comunidad. And this is a kitchen. This is the kitchen for the school, and you'll see it's a pretty simple setup. There's a wood fire here. There's a roof over my head. That all of this material was donated by people from the community, and the work was done in the community. So this isn't an Ancora project at all. This is a project that the community has done on their own for the well-being of their kids. And it's one of the reasons why we love partnering with this community, because we're all working together and for the future of the kids here. But we just wanted to show you kind of what a school kitchen looks like in rural Guatemala. The moms take turns, they have got a list, so they take turns every day to cook the food for the school lunch program for the kids, and this is where they do it. Okay, we're at the top of the mountain in El Papayo, where our water tank is under construction right now. You can see the gentleman in the red shirt is our albañil, he is the man who is responsible for the design of the tank and the construction of the tank. We've got the men in the community are all working together to put in the sweat equity into the project, and we've got somebody down in the tank working as well. So basically, we are at the top of a mountain. The water will be pumped up from below, and this tank will be filled with water and then distributed to the homes, which are also farther down the mountain. So we're super excited about this project. We've never done anything quite this ambitious before, and we appreciate your support in making this a reality and bringing water to this community for the first time ever. So here's a quick tour of our water tank in El Papayo. We are kind of at ground level at the top of a mountain, so you can kind of see where we're at. The tank is 3 meters deep, and there are a couple of components that make all of this happen. This white tube right here is what is going to be used to fill the tank. So this tube is going to be connected to the pump, which is down at the other end of the community. The pump will pump all of the water into the tank and fill the tank. And then right below me, you can't really see it because of the shadow and it's buried, but there's a line, a tube right in this corner to the left. So like right here. And that is where the water is going to be pulled out of the tank and directed into we'll have lines that drop into the pods there are 4 pods of homes in this community. So the line in this corner will bring the water into the homes, and then we'll have a little compartment there on the far corner where we'll be able to descend a ladder when the tank is empty so that we can clean the tank and maintain it. Eventually, when all of the insides are done, we're going to put a top on this. But one of the things that we've learned in this process is that originally we were going to make the walls of this tank cinder block. But the albañil who we hired met with an engineer, and they told us that a cinder block tank was not going to last long enough. So we've instead made these walls, they're concrete walls. So right now they're reinforced with wood, but instead of having cinder blocks stacked and connected with mortar, it's just one 3 meter tall wall, actually 3 meter tall walls, which are going to build a stronger and longer lasting water tank for this community.
Hello, my name is Kyle. I'm a volunteer with Ancora Ministries. I'm here in Guatemala, and had myself an awesome day.
Where were you today, and what did you see?
So the name of the village is, I have a hard time pronouncing it, was it?
El Papayo?
El Papayo. And I guess what I saw was a really incredible community that comes together, and what was really cool today was they celebrated Father's Day, and just was reminded by Trey that how awesome these fathers are here. They really come together as a community. We met a great guy that donated his land so a water project can happen. We went and saw the bottom of the hill where the pump is, and we saw the top of the hill where the water's going, and all the work that's going into it. It's going to be an incredible structure once it's all complete, and this community is going to have flowing water for really their first time, and that's really exciting that we're a part of that.
Hey, my name's Aiden, and this is my second year coming on the mission trip with Ancora Ministries. And the reason why I came back to Guatemala is because I really enjoy being around the communities, especially today, seeing all the male authority really stepping up and helping out with the communities. You don't see that in many other communities. And so yeah, one of the biggest reasons I came back was just to see all the progress that Ancora has made in these communities, and how much it's helped all of them.
How has being here this week impacted you and kind of your outlook going home after Guatemala?
It definitely makes me feel grateful for all the stuff I have, because here they don't have much, but they're so grateful for it. So back home, I just say, being grateful for everything we got, and yeah.
So I'm here with Paulina. This is her kitchen. And the cool thing about today's stove project in Paulina's house is we were here a year ago doing a video in this very place talking about the need to start a stove project in El Jícaro. I'm so happy that Paulina is one of the first people in the community who's going to receive a Safe Cook Stove today. If you can see behind me, you can see how charred the walls look. You can see the holes in the walls. This is all smoke damage, and what it's doing to the walls, it also does to lungs. So the fact that these Safe Cook Stoves are going to take the smoke out of this kitchen, it still smells smoky in here. So once we get this going and we start removing the smoke from the kitchen, it's going to make an incredible difference for Doña Paulina and for her family. So thank you so much for being a part of the work that Ancora is doing here in Guatemala. We're in the village of El Jícaro, which is in the Santa Rosa department of Guatemala, and we're at the house of a lady named Aura. And today we're going to install a Safe Cook Stove in her house, but I want to give you a little idea of the context of the living conditions here. This is part of her house, and you can see the holes in her roof. This is her reality. When it rains, her dirt floor turns to mud. This is her bedroom, and we are recording with her permission, but I want you to see, I'm standing in her kitchen, and you can see the soot that is collected along the ceiling here from her stove, her wood stove that is like a campfire. So today we're going to install a Safe Cook Stove for her, and in preparation of that, we replaced the roof of her kitchen. So look at the difference of the roof. This is the new roof. There's no soot, there are no holes, and this is the Safe Cook Stove that we're going to install shortly. The long-term plan is to also replace the old roof, the roof with the holes in it. I don't know if you can see the light coming through. You can right there. That is sunlight coming through her roof. So long term, we're going to replace this whole roof, but for today, we've got a new roof over her kitchen and over her new stove, and we will show you the finished product shortly.
We are now in the house of our fourth stove of the day. We have all of the parts. We're just measuring, and it is again raining. And here's a family back here waiting for their stove. And we are really excited to have this, and we want to make sure that the hole is cut well so that all of this rain doesn't get on their brand new stove. Thank you for all the support that you've given us so that this awesome family can have a new stove so they don't have to live with all the soot that you can see there on the wall. And it's going to be amazing when we're done.
Hi, my name is Phil Tivis, and I came down to Guatemala with Ancora Ministries, and one of the things that really stood out for me was the amount of smoke in the air, because everyone uses wood for their cooking fires, and not only can you see the soot everywhere on the roofs and even on the walls where they cook, but you feel it. You feel it in your lungs. After just a couple days, I could feel just so much congestion and all that. And it's just, I only had to deal with it for a couple of days, and these people have to deal with it their entire lives, which is why I'm very excited for these cooking stove projects with the safety stoves. The fact that the smoke is going to be taken out of the home.
We're on the road to the third house where we're going to put a Safe Cook Stove. It's a long walk from the rest of the houses in this community, and the thing that really I'm reminded of when I see how far we're walking for one family is how Jesus leaves the 99 for the one. The reason that we work in these communities is because they have been really abandoned by their government. They don't have resources available to them because they're just too far away and it's not convenient. And our God doesn't operate that way. He is for everyone, and so we want to be in communities where no one is able or willing to help, because that's what our God does. So we're gonna walk to the one, and we're gonna serve the one, because that's what our God has done for us. It is the end of a long day of putting together cook stoves in the community of El Jícaro. We had challenge after challenge today. You can hear the rain. It's been falling for about the last 4 hours. You can see the mud that we've been sloshing through. But you can also see this amazing team that did the work and the product that is the result of it. The thing about today is that we encountered some things that made us not sure that we were going to be able to complete the project. But we worked together, we had patience, and we stayed until the very end so that all 6 of our families in this community were able to get their stoves installed today. And that's worth a little bit of inconvenience, because this stove is going to remove the smoke from their kitchen. You can see the new roof that was installed for their kitchen. It's going to use less wood, which is going to cost them less money. It's going to be a very efficient way to cook. You can see the cooking surface has 3 different layers of burners, and it's going to be a great blessing for this family. So thank you so much for your support of this project and for the work that we're doing in Guatemala. So we're in the village of Los Chilitos. We're about halfway up a mountain in Cuilapa, Santa Rosa. And this is our newest partner community in this part of Guatemala. Los Chilitos has about 700 families. So we're talking about probably 2,500, 3,000 people who live here. We are serving as many as we can, but we're not able yet to serve the whole community. We've got about 100 kids in our preschool nutrition here in Los Chilitos. And we are at the elementary school, so this area is where we do our monthly weigh and measure day. So we're going to pan around a little bit so that you can see. It's really muddy right now because when it rains, the rains wash the mud and rocks from the road onto this patio. This is where the kids play at school. This is where there are community gathering events and where we do our nutrition program. So there is a high level of need here in Los Chilitos. We're really glad that we can be here and begin starting a program here so that we can begin helping these kids get out of malnutrition and to be healthier and stronger. It's pretty much pure chaos here in Los Chilitos. We've got a group of probably like 50 or 60 kids who are here to play with the gringos. We just had an epic tournament of rock, paper, scissors that was won by a little girl named Duema. And we've got a group of boys out there waiting to play soccer. So they're super happy that the gringos are here. And so this is the group that's gonna play games like memory games, jacks, we're gonna color, and basically just have some fun today. And over here we've got the soccer boy, el fútbol. Estamos listos entonces. I think they're choosing teams, and here is the smallest place in which we're gonna play soccer. I'm sure nobody is going to fall off of that wall. And I do want to play, but I feel like I need to go color because there aren't as many of our group over there. So I may come back and play later. So these are the boys of Los Chilitos, and we're about to have an epic soccer match. Birthday to Melanie, happy birthday to you. Ya queremos pastel, ya queremos pastel, aunque sea un pedacito, pero Yo queremos pastel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are in Nueva Candelaria today, and we have done a demonstration on how to put together the water filters. We've done a demonstration on how to maintain the water filters, and now we're giving 50 water filters away to the 50 families in this community. This is a community that has not had access to clean water ever before, so this is a big deal, and it is a game changer for these families. And we are thrilled to death that they're now going to have clean water in their homes for the next 10 years. These water filters will purify 50 plus gallons of water a day. They will last up to 10 years with proper maintenance, which is one of the things that we've trained the families on and will continue to reinforce with them. And they only cost $50. It's pretty incredible, and we appreciate all of you who have supported this project over the years and who continue to support it, because it is truly a game changer.